Hello again and welcome to Church Road Field here in Springfield, Pennsylvania. This is our first Delco League game of the week featuring the Springfield Colonials and the Aston Valley Knights. It's a hot one. Temperatures up into the mid to upper 90s this afternoon. Kind of a humid day. A nice breeze has started to blow in for this one as we get set for kind of a reverse fixture from what you're expecting. This game originally scheduled for Buggy Field at Sun Valley High School, the home ground of the Aston Valley Knights, moved here to Church Road Field kind of at the last minute, but the Knights will still serve as the home team, which means that Springfield will bat first here in the top half of the first inning as the Knights get their warm-ups in. The lineup for Springfield, leading off the right fielder Will Kelly. Matt Shepard, the catcher, bats second. Luke Cantwell in center field, he'll hit third. Jimmy Kirk, the first baseman, bats fourth. Sean Phelan, the designated hitter, he will hit fifth. Cole Palis, the shortstop, he hits sixth. Luke Piontek plays third base, he bats seventh. Justin Brennan at second, he'll hit eighth. And in the 9-hole, the left fielder Gabe Encarnacion. On the mound for Springfield, Mike Smith. And that is the lineup that will face Aston right-hander Kyle Maxwell as we're just about to get underway here tonight. We'll get to the Aston Valley lineup once we get to the bottom half of the first inning. Thanks for joining us, for tuning in to our first Delco League game of the week. We were supposed to be out at Devon Prep last Thursday night for a matchup between Wayne and Marple Newtown, but Mother Nature had other ideas. Tonight seems like the worst we're going to deal with is a little warmth and humidity, and you might hear a little breeze in the background. I'm not going to complain about that one. It may come through with the crackling of the microphone, but all in all, it beats the alternative. Kyle Maxwell from the windup, his first pitch. He's in for strike one, and we're underway. 6:03 p.m. here at Church Road Field. Will Kelly bats from the left side. The 0-1, that's a called strike, 0-2. Now time called as Maxwell took a little too long for someone's liking. From our vantage point here up the third base line, the on-deck batters blocking the catcher and umpire from view. Kelly chops that one over towards short. Fielding it for Aston Valley is Brett Lesher. Throw over to first in time. We're underway with the first out of the ball game. That brings up Matt Shepard. First pitch swinging is Shepard, 0-1 as he doesn't get a piece of that. He will be followed by Luke Cantwell. He takes a strike, 0-2. Kyle Maxwell working from in front through the first two batters of this one. 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside, so it's 1-2. That one is swung on and hit over towards second on one hop. Scooped up by Jacob Stretch, and he will throw out Shepard for out number 2. So that brings up Luke Cantwell. Cantwell had a big night yesterday as Springfield knocked off Wayne, takes a strike. Second loss of the season, rather, for Wayne Cantwell aboard 4 times. He had a single, he walked 3 times and drove in a run as the Colonials were 10-4 winners. Cantwell pops that one up out towards left center. It is the left fielder Roman Tazi drifting over, and he'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down here in the top half of the first. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We'll go to the home half of the first inning. It's Springfield 0, Aston Valley coming to bat. You're listening to the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. First pitch here in the bottom of the first to catcher Aiden Duda for Aston Valley. Misses for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 in for strike from left-hander Mike Smith. No score. Bottom half of the first inning. Smith fires, misses low. It'll be Aiden Duda, followed by shortstop Brett Lesher, designated hitter Jared Carney here in the first. The rest of the order for the Knights. Third baseman Matt Domian in the cleanup spot. First baseman Sean Hout bats 5th as Smith misses up and away. Shane Kelleher plays center field. He'll bat 6th. In the 7-hole, the left fielder Roman Tazi batting 8th. The right fielder Dante DeSabatino and Jacob Stretch, the second baseman, bats 9th. Again, those guys behind Kyle Maxwell as Aiden Duda draws a leadoff walk. Here for Brett Lesher, who takes a called strike. Once again, Aston Valley serving as the home team tonight. That one is swung on and missed. Smith eyes the runner, comes home. Swung on, hit on the ground, a slow roller towards second, but they're able to get to second for one, back to first in time. A double play. That ball not hit super hard, rolling along the infield grass, but the second baseman, Justin Brennan, playing up the middle a little bit, is able to get that ball over to Cole Palace at short. And he's able to turn the double play, and that's 2 down now. So Jared Carney steps in, takes the first pitch upstairs. Third baseman Matt Domian waits on deck. As Carney takes a strike. The 1-1 in the dirt. That misses upstairs. We mentioned Springfield coming in off a big win against the league leaders. Aston Valley, the opposite, fell 3-0 last night to last place Marple Newtown, as now Carney draws a walk to extend the inning. That'll bring up Domian. Quick look at the standings. We have Wayne in first at 12-2. Upper Darby in second at 8-4. The first pitch is in the dirt. Then Aston and Springfield tied for third at 7-7. Narberth 6 points back at 5-8. That pitch misses. Teams get 3 points for a win, 1 for a tie. Helps deal with disparities in the number of games played due to weather and other circumstances that you run into over the course of a season. And one misses, so it's 3-1 now to Domian. Smith, through 3 batters, has issued 2 walks, turned a double play ball, and now he's 3-1 on another hitter. But he gets it in there, and that'll fill up the count. So Springfield and Aston Valley, as we said, tied for third, just 3 points behind Upper Darby for second, which could be key. If 6 teams are going to make the playoffs, one of those 3 teams is well positioned to get that second bye in the first round, get through to the semifinals. As Wayne all but has one of those spots locked up. Narberth, normally a league power, sitting there and tied for 5th with Chester. Runner goes, pitches outside. The third walk of the inning puts 2 aboard with 2 down. And then, as we mentioned, Marple Newtown in last place, 3-10, still just 6 points behind Narberth and Chester. They've got some games to make up. They have played among the fewest in the league, as the first pitch to Sean Hout misses upstairs. That one's in for a strike. Shane Kelleher waits on deck should the inning be extended. It's taken for a ball, 2-1. There's the pitch, swung on and missed. So 2-2 the count. Maybe you can hear that breeze picking up. Feels really good. It might not sound so good, but it feels really good considering how hot it was earlier today. And that pitch is high. There's the pitch to Hout. A called third strike, so he goes down looking. First strikeout of the game for either team, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, 3 walks as Aston Valley leaves 2. We're through 1 full inning. Springfield 0, Aston Valley 0. This is the Delco League Game of the Week, live on DelcoLeague.com. Top half of the second inning here from Church Road Field. Springfield and Aston Valley 0-0. First pitch up and into Jimmy Kirk for a ball. It'll be Kirk, Sean Phelan, and Cole Palace. 4, 5, 6 due up here in the second. Kyle Maxwell from the windup, the 1-0. As chopped foul down the third baseline. One's headed in our direction. It's all right, we've got a nice big fence behind us. The wind. That one is fouled back. Out of play. So 1-2. Maxwell winds, swung on and missed. Kirk is down on strikes, first of the game for Kyle Maxwell. First pitch into the lefty Sean Phelan, taken for a strike, 0-1. Phelan takes the ball, evens the count, and 1 apiece. On the ground, up the middle, through the hole, into center field for a base hit. Phelan, the first base runner for the Colonials. As Cole Palace steps up, he had a grand slam last night. As Springfield scored 7 in the 6th to knock off Wayne. Takes a pitch outside for a ball. Said that game was out of Devon. I think I said that. Not the case. That game was here at Church Road. He takes ball 2. Maxwell from the stretch for the first time today. Palace fouls one back. Let's take it for a ball. 3-1 the count. That one's hit a long way. Out towards right center. Coming over is the center fielder, Kelleher, on a long run. And he makes the catch. Phelan will retreat back to first. No fence out there in any part of the outfield here. You can see how a ball, when he gets down, can go a long way. A playground out in right center. Just a little bit of a ways past where Cole Palace hit that ball. So 2 down in the second for Luke Piontek. I'll throw over to first. Phelan not going anywhere. Kind of an awkward looking move from Maxwell. Pitches in, on the ground to second. And Stretch will just toss it off to Lesher for the force out, not over the side. No runs, 1 hit, our first of the game. No errors, 1 left. Through an inning and a half, no score. Here from Church Road Field, you're listening to the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. First pitch swinging, Shane Kelleher here to lead off the bottom of the second. Pops it up into shallow center. 3 guys come in on it, and it's Cole Palace, a shortstop. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here from Mike Smith in the second. No score between Aston Valley and Springfield. So Roman Tazi, the left fielder, will step in. Squares the bunt. Tries to drag it up the first base line as he starts to run to first. Forgot to bring the ball with him. 0-1. Tazi swings, hits that one out towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Now my lineup card has Will Kelly in right and Luke Cantwell in center, but those two have flip-flopped. That's Kelly out in center. Get that ball back in the infield. So a runner on for Aston Valley with one down here in the second for Dante DiSabatino. He takes ball one. Called strike, 1-1. Smith, the left-hander, working from the stretch. As Tazi dances off first. On the ground towards second. They go for two, over to second for one. Palace has no chance on a relay. So Tazi is retired 4-6. DiSabatino aboard on a fielder's choice. Two away for Jacob Stretch. First pitch swinging over to third base. Piontek has trouble with it. He'll be safe at first. A bit of a cue shot down that third baseline. So the Knights have runners at first and second. They turn the lineup over. Catcher Aiden Duda will step in. Bat from the right side against the left-hander Smith. First pitch misses. In the air, right side of the infield. The second baseman, Justin Brennan, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, one hit. There's one error, two left. It'll be Brennan to lead it off for Springfield in the top half of the third. You're listening to the Delco League Game of the Week live on DelcoLeague.com. Stepping in to lead off the third inning, Justin Brennan. Followed by Gabe Encarnacion and then Will Kelly, 8-9-1 in the order. First pitch, right back to Kyle Maxwell. Throws over to first. One down. Try to bring up Encarnacion for the first time. He takes a couple of strikes. Oh, 2. Line drive snagged by the shortstop Lesher. Didn't have to move, just had to spin a little bit to his right, make the catch. So 2 quick outs for Kyle Maxwell, who has hardly been bothered out there on the mound thus far. First pitch to Will Kelly, take him for ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. Matt Shepard, the catcher, waits on deck. The 1-1 misses inside. That one is tapped back towards the mound. It gets through Maxwell. Rushing in to try to make the play is Lesher. He's not going to get there in time. An error on the pitcher. And that will give the Colonials a 2-out base runner. So here's Shepard. Swings at the first pitch. Chops that one down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Looked like it was headed foul, and that is what Matt Domian thought. He waited for it to play him. And now the Colonials have 2 aboard as we get a courtesy runner heading out to first base. So 2 aboard for Luke Cantwell. Maxwell from the stretch. First pitch, taken for strike 1. Swung on and missed, nothing in 2. Jimmy Kirk waits on deck. Kirk had 2 hits and 3 RBI last night. Now there's a ball. Runners go. That one is hit in the air towards left field. It's going to track foul. So everyone will retreat. We'll do it again. Misses inside. Maxwell has his sign. Comes home with it. Misses low. Count's going to be full. So the runners should be away with the pitch here. Full count, 2 outs. Courtesy runner at first. Will Kelly, the runner at second. Now Maxwell steps off. The runners retreat. There's the pitch. Runners go. Swung on and missed. Kyle Maxwell gets out of the inning without further harm. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We're through 2.5. Still no score from Church Road Field. This is the Delco League Baseball Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. First pitch to Brett Lesher in there for a strike. Swung on and hit in the air out towards shallow right field. It's the second baseman, Justin Brennan. He'll get under it. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Bottom half of the third, no score between Springfield and Aston Valley. First pitch to Jared Carney, misses for a ball. Aston Valley serving as the home team despite playing here at Springfield's home field. This game originally scheduled for Sun Valley High School. The 1-0 misses high. A scheduling issue bumped the game out of Buggy Field, and here we are at Church Road. As Carney swings 2-0, pops it foul. 2-1 the count. Mike Smith back out there for his third inning of work. And Smith's offering misses low and away. So 3-1 now the count to Carney, with 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. One's in the dirt. Carney has his second walk of the evening. That one kicked up a little dirt in the faces of everyone down there around home plate. Matt Domian steps in. He walked his first time up. The Knights with 3 walks in the first 4 batters of the game. Then 2 more base runners in the second. But no runs, just the 1 hit. 4 left for Aston Valley as Domian takes in the dirt. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left for Springfield. Both teams with an error in the game. Runner goes. Throw is high. The pitch was in for a strike, I believe. So 1-1 the count. A runner in scoring position in the person of Jared Carney. Pitch misses low, so it's 2-1. This is probably the best scoring threat of the game, a runner in scoring position with less than 2 out. Now called strikes, a 2-2 the count to Domian. If he can't get it done, Sean Hout waits on deck. Smith kicks, misses outside, so the count full to Domian. Pitch popped up, foul territory. Kirk is over, but that'll get out of play. Also in action tonight in the Delco League, Marple Newtown and Narberth. Another opportunity for the Black Sox to try to get another win under their belts and get back into the playoff chase as Domian fouls one off. Tomorrow night, an upstairs-downstairs battle between Wayne and Marple Newtown, and then Upper Darby and Chester will go at it as well. Sunday afternoon, the Delco League All-Star Old Timers Day over at Narberth Playground. Called third strike to Domian, so he goes down looking for out number 2. At noon, the Old Timers will take the field, and then the Delco League All-Star game at 2. First pitch, Sean Haught. Massive cut, gets a piece. Fouls it straight back, so 0-1 the count to him. That one misses low. Hit high in the air out towards left center. On the run is Kelly. He makes the catch. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Knights leave 1. We are through 3 full. No score here from Church Road Field between Springfield and Aston Valley. You're listening to the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. Jimmy Kirk leads off the top half of the fourth inning. Takes a called strike from Kyle Maxwell. No score here at Church Road Field. Maxwell bounces one in there, 1-1. It'll be Kirk, Phelan, and Cole Palace, the middle of the order for the Colonials. Playing a road game at home. Maxwell winds and fires. Off-speed pitch misses. 2-1 the count. That one's in for a strike. 2-2 the count. Pitch on its way. That one's hit hard out towards right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Phelan, or rather, Kirk aboard with the third hit of the game for the Colonials. Phelan batting now with that first single. He'll bat with a runner on and nobody out. First time the Colonials have had the leadoff man aboard. Maxwell from the stretch. Fires. Misses for ball one. And change up. Misses low, so it's 2-0 now to Phelan. Three and 0 now the count. Phelan taking all the way as Maxwell fires a strike in there, so the count's 3-1. That one misses, so Phelan aboard for the second time tonight. Kyle Maxwell's first walk issued. So the Colonials have runners at first and second with nobody out for Cole Palace. He of the grand slam last night here to bring Springfield back to top of Wayne. First pitch to him in for a called strike. Palace 0 for 1. Flew out to center field his first time up. Kicks the pitch, fouled off, out of play. Springfield in their home whites. White pants, white tops with red numbers. Stripes on the left sleeve, stars on the right sleeve. White caps with red bills. Another pitch fouled off. Landing about 12 feet away from where I'm sitting, and frankly that's a little too close for comfort. We do have a shade, and we do have a tree rather, and some shade here. No accident that I'm parked where I am here at Church Road Field, but lost sight of that ball right away, and that one is poked out towards short. It kind of just threw the bat on the ball, throw over to third to get the lead runner in time. A fielder's choice for Cole Palace. Jimmy Kirk is retired. 6-5 in your scorebook. So one away. We mentioned the Springfield uniforms. Aston Valley, gray pants, black tops, orange name and numbers, black caps. Maxwell's first pitch to Luke Piontek misses for a ball, 1-0. Piontek swings, hits that one out towards right field. Over to make the catch is DiSabatino. Tagging up at second is Phelan. The throw to third in time, and they get him the double play. But that is 9-4-5 in your book, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. They leave 1. We're halfway there. Still no score between Springfield and Aston Valley. This is the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. Shane Kelleher leads off the bottom half of the fourth, takes ball 1 from Mike Smith. Kicks and fires. The 1-0 in for a called strike. It's 1-1. No score between Aston Valley and Springfield here in the fourth. Chop towards third. Piontek backs up. That ball looked like it was going to eat him up. He makes a nice play. Gets the throw over to first in time. Kelleher goes over the bag awkwardly. And he is still down. He is in some bit of discomfort. Not sure if he stumbled on the bag. He gets help to his feet. He's got a healthy dose of the first baseline across his back. He gets assisted off by manager / DH Jared Carney. He will make his way back to the bench. We'll keep an eye on that situation. Kelleher, the center fielder for the Knights. I'll have some time to try to loosen up whatever just happened. So Back at it here. Laying down a bunt is Roman Tazi. It's back to Smith at the mound. He'll throw to first in time. So 2 quick outs. Not exactly what you're looking for if you're trying to get Shane Keller back into the game. So 2 down for Dante DeSabatino. Hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch to DeSabatino, in for a called strike. Misses for a ball. Smith misses again. Should DeSabatino get aboard, Jacob Stretch waits on deck. Fouls that one off down the first base line. Kirk on the run. He's not going to get there as it gets out of play. Smith's pitch inside. So now the count will go full. The 3-2 pitch swung on, hit on the ground at second. Justin Brennan scoops it up. Jimmy Kirk busy over there at first base. 3 up, 3 down for Mike Smith in the 4th. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the 5th. Springfield 0, Aston Valley 0. This is the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. (8-9-1) due up for Springfield here in the top half of the 5th. A scoreless ball game. First pitch to Justin Brennan, in for a called strike. It'll be Brennan, Encarnacion, and Will Kelly. Brennan 0 for 1 on the day. chop to short. Lesher gloves it on the run, throw to first in time. A nice play by the Aston Valley shortstop. So I'll bring up Gabe Encarnacion. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Chops that one foul down the third base line, 1-1. Takes upstairs, 2-1 now the count. On the ground to short, Lesher has to run in again. Gloves, fires, not in time. An infield hit for Gabe Encarnacion. Almost a carbon copy of the ball hit by Brennan. This time Lesher not quite able to make the play. Or rather, not quite able to get the runner. He did a good job to get to that ball, scoop it up, and transfer it. So Will Kelly bats from the left side. First pitch taken for a ball. He's got a runner on. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to short to lead off the ball game. Reached on a fielding error by Kyle Maxwell in the third. He takes a called strike. There's strike 2 to the leadoff man. Matt Shepard waits on deck. On the ground, back to the mound. Maxwell throws to second for 1, to first, not in time. The runner tries to go to second base to throw in plenty of time, and they will tag him out. Not sure what Will Kelly was thinking about there, as the throw hit the fence. Was just waiting for Sean Howe to pick up. So that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on base. Midway through the 5th, it's Springfield 0, Aston Valley 0. This is the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. Jacob Stretch leads off the bottom half of the fifth. Fouls off an offering from Mike Smith. 0-1 the count. Aston Valley batting here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Some bullpen activity for the Knights. So we are here in a scoreless tie. Smith's 1 is upstairs, 1-1. It'll be Stretch, followed by the top of the order, Aiden Duda and Brett Lesher. Pitch misses for a ball, 2-1 the count. That one's in for a strike, so Smith back level at 2-2. Smith has his sign. The pitch swung on and ripped right at Jimmy Kirk at first base. He'll snag that for out number 1. So top of the order for the Knights. Aiden Duda takes strike 1. He is 0 for 1. He walked to start the first inning. That one is into left field for a base hit. First hit for the Knights since the second inning. So Duda aboard. I'll bring up Brett Lesher, 0 for 2 on the day, hit into a double play in the first inning. Made his impact felt with the glove, however. Playing some fine shortstop this evening. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Smith, the lefty's been working from the stretch all night. Now with a runner on first. Doesn't really pay much attention to him, just comes home with it, gets another strike, so it's 0-2. Two hit in the air out towards right. Cantwell reaches up, makes the catch for out number 2. So Jared Carney will come up, the manager of the Knights. No official at-bats in this one. Walked in both of his plate appearances. Stole second base in the third, but was stranded there. First pitch swinging, popped up, but out of play. Down the right field line. One high, 1-1 to count to Carney. Matt Domian waits on deck. Once again, no score here. 2 down in the bottom of the fifth. Aston Valley serving as the home team tonight. Carney hits that one down the left field line. Encarnacion is over. He'll make the catch in fair territory. And that will retire the side. Mike Smith works around a 1-out base hit. No runs, just that one hit. No errors. They leave 1. We're going to the late innings here at Church Road. Nobody has lit up the scoreboard yet. 0-0 in your Delco League Game of the Week here on DelcoLeague.com. First pitch of the 6th inning goes to Matt Shepard. Takes 4 ball, 1-0. New pitcher on the mound for Aston Valley. The Shepard hits one up the middle for a base hit. Now he's gonna stretch that into a double as the ball is misplayed out in center. That's Kelleher out there, injured at first base. Actually, not sure if he misplayed it or if just didn't come in on it, but it seemed like he had a beat on it. It was hit pretty hard, so a man on second with nobody out for Luke Cantwell takes ball 1. The pitcher for Aston Valley, right-hander Chris Murphy. Kyle Maxwell, a very strong 5 innings for the Knights. Murphy gets one over. 1-1. A called strike. I don't see anybody warming up for Springfield, so Mike Smith seems like he's likely to head back out there for the 6th. Cantwell takes upstairs, 2-2. Man on second, nobody out. Best scoring opportunity of the game thus far for Springfield here in the top half of the 6th. Bat breaks. That one's hit over towards short. Lesher gloves. Doesn't throw to first. Instead tries to throw to third, but Shepard already standing on the bag. Must have felt like he didn't have a play on Cantwell, and he's probably right. Meanwhile, Shepard and Domian practically embracing as Domian went to field a potential throw. And Shepard had come in standing as there had been no play. So first and third now. On the infield hit by Cantwell. Now to bring up cleanup hitter Jimmy Kirk. Opportunity to kind of break that scoreless drought for both teams so far. That one is fouled back out of play. Concernedly in the direction of where I parked my car. Swung on and fouled back again. So nothing into the count to Kirk. Shepard at third, Cantwell at first. Swung on and missed. High fastball. Gets Kirk. He is out. First out of the inning. So I'll bring up Sean Phelan, and then I'll bring Jared Carney out to the mound to have a quick chat with his pitcher and his entire infield. Thanks for tuning in tonight, our first stream of the season. Like I mentioned earlier, we were planning to bring you last week's game between Marple Newtown and Wayne, but the storms that rolled through the area scuppered those plans as the game was postponed. We were supposed to be at Buggy Field tonight for the Springfield Aston Valley game. That game moved here to Church Road. But all I need is electricity and a place to sit, and so here we are. First pitch in for a called strike to Sean Phelan. Cole Palace waits on deck. It's hit in the air towards right field. Sabatino makes the catch, tagging up as Shepard. He will score the game's first run, and it's 1-0 Springfield here in the 6th. A sacrifice fly by Sean Phelan. Right now, an unearned run. First pitch. It's Palace upstairs for ball 1. Luke Cantwell at first. Foul out of play. Aston Valley will have the middle of its order due up in the 6th. Domian, House, and Kelleher. Murphy's pitch misses up and away. 2-1 the count. Runner goes, 2-1 pitch, misses. Throw is not in time. It gets past Lesher, but a nice job by Stretch to block, or to back up the play, rather. So the count 3-1 to Cole Palace. He's got a runner in scoring position in Luke Cantwell. Murphy spins. Fouled back off the cage. Murphy set at the letters, comes home. In the air to left. Tazi has a beat on it. He snags it, and that will retire the side. But the game's first run, sacrifice fly by Sean Phelan, puts Springfield on top, 1-0. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, you are listening to the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. First pitch to Matt Domian in for a strike here in the bottom half of the sixth. Swung on and missed at the 0-1. So Mike Smith back out there on the mound and quickly ahead, 0-2. Springfield with a 1-0 lead over Aston Valley here in the sixth. Domian takes low and away. It'll be Domian followed by Sean Hout and Shane Kelleher. 4, 5, 6 in the Aston Valley order. They've got 6 outs left to try to get level. Smith misses low. Some bullpen activity. Pitch misses for a ball. 3-2 the count. One is ripped into left field for a base hit. Got a new left fielder for the Colonials. So Domian aboard. So I'll bring up Sean Hout, 0 for 2. Struck out and flew out to center. First pitch misses low for a ball. Called strike. 1-1 the count. Smith's 1-1 misses. Out swings, chops that one. A fair ball down the third base line. Domian goes first to third. And Hout trots into second. So second and third for Kelleher, swings and fouls one off the catcher. And how quickly things can turn. Springfield breaks through, gets a run to take the lead, but now Aston Valley, 2 batters into the sixth, has 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Looking to answer and go ahead on their own. Kelleher takes 0-2 now the count. Looks like Luke Piontek has moved from third base out to left field. And someone has come in to play third base for the Colonials. Swung on and missed. So Kelleher down on strikes, 0 for 3 on the night. So now it'll be Roman Tazi, 1 for 2. He singled in the second and grounded out to Smith on a bunt in the fourth. He's got 2 in scoring position. A base hit could put the Knights ahead. Swung on, hit in the air, it's in foul ground down the left field line. 3 Colonials converge, nobody able to make the play. So 0-1 the count to Tazi. Squares to bunt. The infield charges in. Tazi fouls it off. So 1-2 the count. I haven't seen Colonials charged like that since Lexington and Concord. Matt Domi, the runner, at third. Sean Haught, the runner, at second. One out. Roman Sazi at the plate. 1-2 the count. Smith comes home. Checks his swing. Umpire looks like he says he got a piece of it. And it was caught by the catcher, so he's down on strikes. Sazi tried to hold up his swing. Ended up tipping it into the mitt. So now Dante DiSabatino due up. He is 0 for 2. Hit a fielder's choice to second base and then a ground out to second base. Now, base hit should put the Knights ahead here with 2 outs. But Mike Smith doing a good job so far of dancing around those leadoff hits. DiSabatino takes a ball. Jacob Stretch on deck. Also 0 for 2 on the day. Sabatino fouls it off, 1-1. Mentioned he hit a couple of balls over to second base, but the second baseman, Justin Brennan, shaded well towards the second base bag for the right-handed hitting DiSabatino. A huge gap as Jimmy Kirk is guarding the line, and DiSabatino hits it over the head of Brennan into right center field. That's going to plate both runs, and Aston Valley takes a 2-1 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th. Was just saying that DiSabatino had the opportunity to hit the ball the other way, and he does. And he puts his team ahead. After 5 scoreless innings, the offense is showing up here in the 6th. First pitch to Jacob Stretch, swung on and missed. And now the Knights can think about if they want to bring in a closer, they can finish it off with 3 defensive outs. Runner goes, pitch is low, throw to second, bounces past Brennan, but again, Powell's backing up the play. Good job by both teams defensively on those throws, backing up the play in both instances that we've seen thus far. So stolen base for DiSabatino. He's in scoring position. Stretch takes inside. Stretch swings, hits that one to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. DiSabatino coming around, the throw to the plate in time, and he is out. That's a nice throw by Luke Piontek, who had moved out to left field. And he keeps it at a 1-run game as DiSabatino is out 7-2 for the 3rd out of the inning. But Aston Valley gets 2 runs. They do it on 4 hits. No errors. They leave 1. The Knights have a chance to finish it off here with 3 outs in the 7th. It's Aston Valley 2, Springfield 1. This is the Delco League Game of the Week on DelcoLeague.com. Top of the 7th, Luke Piontek steps in for Springfield, 0 for 2 on the night. Colonials trail at 2-1. After 5, we were scoreless. Springfield with 1 in the 6th. Aston Valley answers with 2 outs. Chris Murphy back out on the mound. He stands to get the win if he can finish this one off. His first pitch to Piontek. Low, bounces over the battery. It'll be Piontek, Justin Brennan, and then the substitute third baseman for the Colonials. Not quite sure who that is. Where's number 3? I don't have a number 3 on my lineup card. 2-0 now to count to Piontek. He takes a strike. Swung on and fouled back. Count level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Murphy kicks. Called strike 3. Piontek goes down looking. He doesn't like it. Rarely do you find the guy who does. It's not often a guy will agree with a called strike. So 1 down. Justin Brennan steps in 0 for 2. Couple of ground outs. Murphy kicks. That one is chopped over to first. Hout's going to take it himself. 2 down and through the doors of the Last Chance Saloon strides the mystery man, number 3 for the Colonials. Came on to run for Shepard earlier. First pitch taken for a ball. Murphy winds the 1-0. That one is low as well, 2-0. Should the inning continue, Will Kelly waits on deck. He would represent the go-ahead run. Tapped foul. 2-1 the count. Called strike. Colonials down to their last strike. Murphy from the windup. Pitch is low. 3-2 the count. Two pitch on its way. There's nubbed foul down the first base line. Colonials stay alive. Another foul ball off the handle of the bat here. Swung on and missed. They throw down to first just to make sure. And that will do it for this one. Aston Valley with the 2-1 win. All 3 runs scored in the 6th inning here at Church Road Field. Here in the 7th for Springfield. No runs, hits, errors, none left. For the victorious Knights from Aston Valley, 2 runs on 6 hits. They made 2 errors, and they left 6 on base. For the Colonials in defeat, 1 run on 6 hits. They made 1 error, and they leave 5. The winning pitcher, Chris Murphy, through the last 2 innings, was in a position to take the loss, and his offense helped him out and set him up for the win. The loss will go to Mike Smith, who pitched really well, ran into a little bit of trouble in the 6th, almost got out of it before Dante DiSabatino, the 2-run single, gets the win for Aston Valley. This game played in a brisk 1 hour, 37 minutes here at Church Road Field. Once again, it's Aston Valley 2, Springfield 1. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with another game next week. Be sure to come on out to Narberth on Sunday for All-Star Sunday, the Old Timers game, and then the All-Star game after it. Should be a fun day with some food and beverage on site for those in attendance. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on DelcoLeague.com. Have a good night, everybody.